Well, over the last few years, I've become obsessed with questions about how often people have spiritual conversations and why or why not they're comfortable or uncomfortable with sacred words. So we came out here to Times Square to ask people some of these questions. Let's see what we find out. How comfortable do you feel having religious or spiritual conversations?
I would say probably not too often. I don't have them too often, so not as comfortable as other conversations.
How comfortable do you feel having religious conversations in mixed company?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm when it comes to religion, I don't even give it any thought.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think everyone is entitled to what they like.
I usually don't have a problem regarding any topic, so I feel comfortable talking about religious topics, if that was the question, in mixed company.
As long as it's actually a discussion and not a like people waiting to speak kind of conversation, I'm completely comfortable with that.
Very comfortable. Yeah.
I feel fine. No problem.
Religion causes a lot of conflict, and basically, I try to avoid religious conversations with people anyway, because people are going to start something. They're going to be an argument of some kind, and anytime anybody starts to get loud and rambunctious, I just get up and walk away.
What a great question. Our boys go to a Christian school, so we have conversations about God literally every single day at home and at school. So
I feel comfortable with those I'm comfortable with, but those that I don't know well, like work, strangers, I'm not comfortable talking about religion.
Not comfortable at all.
No.
No.
I'm not that comfortable with it. I mean, it depends. I mean, I'm not really trying to have one right now.
What about if somebody's trying to convert you?
I'm pretty comfortable in my beliefs and things like that, so I'm willing to let people have their time in the sun, but not so much everybody has their own basis of belief and things like that. So if somebody's like overtly, I'm not saying militant or zealot, but it's like one of those things that I'm willing to give somebody a fair shake as long as it is a mutual respect thing.
And what about those kinds of conversations makes you feel uncomfortable?
I think just because everyone has such different beliefs I feel like I don't want to offend anyone with my beliefs.
How often would you say you have spiritual conversations?
not very often.
Maybe once a month, maybe. Yeah.
Not very often, no.
Once every 2 months, more or less. Depends.
How often do you have those conversations?
Don't. No.
That was interesting, but not altogether surprising. We were out here today asking people questions about sacred words, spiritual conversations. What we found is what we knew to be true, which is that most Americans aren't having these types of conversations. So the question, I think, is does that bother us? Are we going to do something about it? Can we revive the vocabulary of faith?